Understanding the paper wasp, nature's master architects and garden guardians. The gentle hum of summer carries more than just warmth and sunlight. It brings movement, life, and a flurry of winged visitors gliding through our gardens and drifting beneath the eaves of our homes. For many people, the sudden appearance of a wasp triggers an instinctive jolt of fear. We duck, swat, or retreat, convinced danger is hovering inches away. But not all wasps are the villains we imagine. One of the most common backyard species, the paper wasp, is among the most misunderstood creatures in our outdoor world. Far from being aggressive menaces, paper wasps are intelligent, purposeful, and surprisingly gentle. They are architects, caretakers, and guardians of the garden, quietly performing tasks that benefit our plants, our vegetables, and the balance of nature itself. Today, we're going to step into their world, peel back the misconceptions, and discover why these remarkable insects deserve our respect rather than our fear. Understanding the paper wasp begins with learning how to recognize it. Misidentification is the root of most fear, and paper wasps are often mistaken for their aggressive cousins, yellowjackets and hornets. Yet once you know what to look for, the differences become clear. Paper wasps belong to the family Vespidae and the subfamily Pollistinae, and they typically measure between half an inch and a full inch long. Their bodies are slender and elongated with a distinct narrow, wasp waist, connecting the thorax to the abdomen. Their coloration varies widely. Some are smoky black or dark brown, while others display reddish-brown tones accented with yellow or orange stripes. A few species mimic the bright yellow and black patterning of yellowjackets, which is why so many people confuse them at first glance. But the easiest way to identify a paper wasp is to watch how it flies. Unlike yellowjackets and hornets, which tuck their legs tightly against their bodies, paper wasps let their long hind legs dangle beneath them as they glide. Their flight is slower, more deliberate, and almost graceful. They hover, observe, and move with intention rather than aggression. Once you've seen this signature flight pattern, you'll never mistake them again. If the paper wasp is the architect, then her nest is her masterpiece. These structures, built anew every spring, are marvels of natural engineering, simple, elegant, and astonishingly strong. A queen begins her work by seeking weathered wood. She scrapes fibers from fences, dead trees, wooden decks, or cardboard, then mixes the cellulose with her saliva, chewing it into a soft pulp. She carries this material back to her chosen site and spreads it with her mandibles. As it dries, it becomes a tough, water-resistant paper that resembles handmade papier-mâché. Unlike hornets or yellowjackets, paper wasps build open-faced nests. These umbrella-shaped structures consist of a single comb filled with hexagonal cells, completely exposed from below. There is no outer shell or protective envelope, just the raw architecture itself. Because of this shape, paper wasps are often called umbrella wasps. The nest hangs from a single paper strand called a pedicel, which the queen treats with a chemical repellent to deter ants and other predators. This tiny stem is the lifeline of the entire colony, and the queen's ingenuity ensures its safety. Paper wasps are adaptable and resourceful. In natural environments, they build under tree branches, rock overhangs, or inside hollow logs. But human homes offer an abundance of sheltered, elevated spaces that mimic nature's protection. They frequently choose the eaves and soffits of roofs, the spaces behind shutters, the undersides of deck railings, and even unexpected places like mailboxes, birdhouses, and overturned flower pots. Their choice of location is practical, not confrontational. A nest near your front door doesn't mean they're targeting you. It simply means they found a dry, warm, wind-protected spot. Understanding this helps dissolve the fear that they are intentionally invading our space. To truly appreciate the paper wasp, we must understand its life cycle. These insects are semi-social, living in small colonies of 20 to 100 individuals, far fewer than the massive populations of yellowjackets or honeybees. Their life cycle is a seasonal rhythm of birth, growth, and renewal. In early spring, a single inseminated queen emerges from hibernation. She builds the first few cells of the nest and lays one egg in each. When the larvae hatch, she becomes a solitary mother, hunting for food, feeding her young, defending the nest, and expanding the structure. By early summer, the first generation of larvae pupates and emerges as sterile female workers. These workers take over all external duties, gathering wood pulp, hunting for food, and guarding the nest. The queen retreats into her role as the colony's egg layer, ensuring the continuation of the lineage. Late summer and early autumn bring a shift in priorities. The queen lays eggs that develop into fertile males and next season's queens. These new adults leave the nest to mate. As temperatures drop, the workers, males, and old queen die. The nest is abandoned and will never be reused. The young queens seek sheltered microclimates, under bark, inside firewood piles, or within attic insulation, where they hibernate until spring. This cycle ensures that every year brings a fresh start, a new nest, and a new generation of guardians. The biggest misconception about paper wasps is that they are aggressive. In reality, they are among the most docile stinging insects you will encounter. Yellowjackets swarm aggressively, defend their underground nests fiercely, and invade picnics in search of meat and sugary drinks. Paper wasps behave entirely differently. They have no interest in human food, and they rarely pay attention to people unless their nest is physically threatened. You can stand a few feet from a paper wasp nest without provoking them. They simply go about their business, focused on their tasks and uninterested in confrontation. Paper wasps also give clear visual warnings before resorting to defense. If you approach too closely, the wasps on the nest will stop moving and raise their front legs toward you. If you continue, they vibrate their wings rapidly. Only if the nest is touched or jarred will they defend it. This thoughtful warning system shows that paper wasps prefer avoidance over confrontation and only react when absolutely necessary. If a sting does occur, it is painful but typically harmless, similar to a honeybee sting. Their stingers are smooth, allowing them to sting multiple times, but most reactions are mild unless someone is allergic. For the vast majority of people, the sting results in localized swelling, redness, and itching that fades within a few days. Only individuals with severe allergic reactions face real danger, and even then, the risk is no greater than with any other stinging insect. If you love gardening, paper wasps are your allies. They provide two invaluable services: pest control and pollination. Paper wasps are voracious hunters. While adults feed on nectar, their larvae require protein. Workers spend their days hunting soft-bodied insects such as hornworms, tomato hookworms, cabbage worms, loopers, tent caterpillars, fall webworms, corn earworms, armyworms, aphids, and beetle larvae. When a worker finds a caterpillar, she paralyzes it, chews it into a soft meatball, and carries it back to the nest to feed the larvae. This natural pest control eliminates the need for chemical pesticides and protects your garden from devastating infestations. Because adult wasps drink nectar for energy, they visit flowers frequently. As they crawl inside blooms, pollen sticks to their bodies and transfers to the next flower. They are not as efficient as honeybees, but they still play a meaningful role in pollinating backyard crops and flowers. Their presence supports the health of your garden in ways most people never realize. Coexistence begins with understanding and respect. If a nest is located high on a tree branch, on a distant fence line, or under an eave far from doors and windows, the best choice is to leave it alone. The wasps will quietly protect your garden all summer, and by winter the nest will be empty. If a nest is built in a high-traffic area, above a doorway, under a patio table, or near playground equipment, removal may be necessary. Early spring is the easiest time to intervene. A queen's tiny quarter-sized nest can be gently knocked down at night when she is sluggish. She will simply relocate. For established nests, removal should be done at night or early dawn when wasps are resting. Eco-friendly sprays or professional assistance are recommended for those who are allergic or uncomfortable. The paper wasp is not a villain lurking in the shadows of your home. It is a mother, a builder, a protector, and a vital part of your garden's ecosystem. Its delicate architecture, tireless work ethic, and gentle temperament reveal a creature far different from the fearsome image many people hold. The next time you see a slender wasp hovering slowly with its long legs dangling beneath it, pause. Look closer. You may find yourself appreciating the quiet guardian working tirelessly to keep your backyard thriving. If you enjoyed exploring the world of paper wasps and want more deep dive nature stories, take a moment to leave a comment and share your own experiences. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss a new release, and share this video with fellow gardeners and nature lovers. Your support helps this channel grow and brings more educational content your way.